if Siraj got a website, we could talk to him. All the people in the Masjid, and we want them to post our information. You see what I mean? That's what we want them to do, is post our information, or part of it, so that people can become familiar with it. They don't have to go and download everything we got. But if they can get 6 or 7 DVDs and, you know, the ones that we're just doing now, and if they can get some of the other stuff that we've been doing, if they can realize the history of Oakland and the history of DC, if they can realize that we had as many as 10 mosques, but we had 8 functional mosques at one time. Sacramento, SeaTac, 2 in LA, the Shia one, the Sunni one, you know, of As-Sabiqun, San Diego, Philadelphia. We've been, and what happened? They have to understand that, you know, it was 93. Brother Zaid was going to speak up there in the hills somewhere in Pennsylvania. There was a guy, a game warden, black game warden, dressed in silver. He owned property up there, and they went up there for a camp. And they were, I guess, shooting guns and stuff. So one of the guys in Philadelphia, you know, I feel what he is, he asked me to come. I said, hell no, I'm not going up there. I said, if I want to go to the penitentiary, I know how to get, you know, at that time they're talking about paintball, anything funny. Now, our rhetoric, pure anti-Zionist rhetoric, no change in that. Death to America, no change in that. But I'm not voluntarily going up off in the woods. And lo and behold, they went up there, and next thing I was sitting there looking at the TV. And there they was. They had carted off to jail, a suspicion of this. So, and the guy that wanted me to go, he didn't go. He didn't go. He didn't go. He ain't never to no jail. Anyway, I already knew who he was. I knew what it was about. So we've come through a lot of transitions and changes, is what we're trying to say. I believe we're here now to show the people, to show the public, to go down there to the newspapers and the CARE and everybody, just like we used to. Those were warm-ups. So we go to the White House, talk for us. Those are all warm-ups. Everything basically we've been doing, we do it for a while, but then we just, okay, it was a test. All of this stuff. And these tests have been going on so long, and they're so repetitive, that Allah tell you when it's time to kick in. This is the time to kick in. Even going around to the mosque, and first we went around, we said we're going to have boxes and actual money, right? The next week we said, no. For what we're trying to do, we ain't going to have no boxes because it won't look right. You know what I mean? It'll deflate our character and everything, and we'll look like beggars. So I got the boxes in the back of the car. In other words, all those were a test for, just like right now, we didn't came to this conclusion 50 years ago, probably, because we've been always talking about the congressional hearings and Supreme Court, you know, cases to give us the right to defend ourselves. Now, I don't care what the Supreme Court say, you still ain't gonna have your right to defend yourself. But this is how we can publicize. That's what I meant was, this is publicity. Okay, now, that's exactly what this is. So, it would be just like the church committee. We want congressional hearings on what we've been had. Police overstepping their bounds, right? In Oakland, all the stuff we want is in the news. It's all there on paper. We have 10 times enough to make those demands. Suppose they don't follow up with our demands. It doesn't make any difference, because if we hit them on these YouTubes and websites and everything, that's the thing. What Gandhi said, make oppression visible, you know, and that's what we're doing. We've been doing that. We can replay this healing. We're just at this third stage of healing. See, this stuff gets old, right? The news cycle is so rapid nowadays. Right. You don't catch them, so we'll replay them. We're in recovery. We'll be in recovery for the next year. Imam Musa just recovered to stage 3. He can do this now. Of course we can do it. But anyway, we got all the time in the world, and the media, all the media is out there. Whatever we get is fine with us. That's where we are right now. Getting these websites, getting these letters written, the people are not coming on our stuff. That's for a reason. Why the hell ain't they coming on our stuff? You remember 10, 11, 12 years ago when y'all went up to Philadelphia? And Siraj gave khutbah, they had the big...
right. Mm-hmm.
Actually, y'all prepared the groundwork. When I came the next day, I gave khutbah here, but when I got there Saturday, man, it was like I was a celebrity. I don't know if you remember that.
I remember.
Man, see, y'all had put out the word. Siraj and them had spent $320,000, I want to say cents, but dollars on that convention center. $300,000 at that time. We could have started at $50,000 a piece, and we could have started 6 Masjid easy. You know, with that cash money, we could have elongated the building, did whatever we want. Bought them for $20,000, made them this big in our neighborhood. So it's not that we don't have the expertise. We all went down there, and technically we took over the, we took it over. Everybody was, any representative from y'all joint gonna speak, or you gonna speak? No, we're not gonna speak. What? Everybody was upset and all kind of, but it worked perfectly. We was there and had our books and CDs, and we might have just had CDs. Anyway, so we're on the comeback trail now. We're going to do the things that are really helpful. So that's the biggest start. Let's get back to where. Letter of introduction would cover brief vision and mission. Just like a visionary sees, visionary, missionary. You know, you just put area on the back of everything and it becomes active. Visionary sees, but you got to have that missionary zeal to do it. one sees it all and the other doesn't. That's why we put mission and vision together. If you got one without the other, mission, where you going? Vision, that's beautiful. Now we'll sit down here and think about that beautiful vision, you know, for the next 20 years. The part that's happened to us, in fact, is exactly what's happened to everybody, except it's happened to us more. When we talk about East Oakland and North Oakland, the system was waiting. They anticipated from 1968. So you remember, 1968, Martin Luther King goes to Chicago. He wants an economic zone, a black empowerment zone. We're doing that in Oakland. We did that in Oakland. Everybody knows it. They just didn't know what it was. They didn't know. All they knew was there's businesses everywhere. Money is coming into East Oakland, right? East Oakland Enterprises, we call it. Everybody can taste it. They feel it. It's happy days. I mean, that's the way it was in Oakland. It was the right size. It was the right time. And the police was paying a lot of attention to the Black Panther Party. But when they looked up and saw what we was doing, shh. By 1970, the party was almost, 71. The next week, I was on a slow boat to China, man. I mean, the stuff they did, they jumped on it. They said, look what these niggas is doing. Oh, we're just ho-hum. Ho-hum my behind. There's businesses here. This is a black economic enterprise zone. And money is coming into East Oakland instead of going out. We build these things to suck all the money out. We put drugs in their community so that they'll suck all the money out. But you done flipped it. How did you flip it? To where you bringing money in the community, right? By the bucket loads instead of it going out. Well, don't worry, we're just having a good time, that's all. They remember that. Now imagine they look at Oakland, school, getting other properties here, 8 properties. They said, wait just a minute. Wait just a minute, we're not doing that. Y'all got 8 or 9 or 10 other joints. We're not having that. That's what they said. We saw that's what they said. We understood what they meant by it too. Therefore, you go back 20 years ago and more, we engineered exactly what we got now. We engineered it, every bit of it. Let's say if a citizen has control of 60 or 70% of their life, that's not bad. Because most people don't have 10% at all. They go to job, on the job, they pay all the bills, right? So people don't have no 60 or 70% of their time to themselves. But if you engineer it, that means you from 50 on up. So everything that's happened to us, right? We engineered it exactly, or we was prepared to take advantage of it. Just like what we're talking about now, this is taking full advantage. And they can't go anywhere. They can't undo what they did. They can't undo it. And the people have made all the correct mistakes at the proper time. That means the mess ups, the people talking, they're just unclear. They are openly we're against Imam Musa and Masjid. Everything we get our hands on, we're going to close it down. It is clear to everyone. Therefore, okay, now, we take this serious. It ain't no game to us. It's no joke to us. That means it just may be that we have, everything is in Allah's hands, but Allah may be allowing us to be instruments of His will at this time. Now, people say, that's crazy. It's not crazy. What do they think Mujaddid was in history? And you know what? We have to be able to see ourselves in that role. It ain't no more prophets coming. After Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he's Khatam al-Nabiyyin. He's the seal of the prophets. After that, that would come revivers, renewers, restorers to stand up Islam, clean up Islam, renew Islam, restore Islam. I don't think you can find 3 Negroes that think that they could play a part in that. They definitely, remember, if they can't see themselves doing it, they can't see you doing it. That's the problem with us. Yeah. They can't see themselves doing that because of the criteria. They got the Arabic flu. And they come back here. I listened to the brothers speaking perfect Arabic. And our brothers, when we went up to, what is that place up there? Atlantic City? It was so sad. Did you feel the same way? They were so sad. They was just into stuff we was into 50 years ago almost. Only they couldn't read it in Arabic.